So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD. Thank you very much for joining me, where in today's video, it is a glorious day, my friends. There's been a ton of talk over the last week about Call of Duty 2017 being Call of Duty World War II, and over the last few days, we've had so many things just creeping out of the woodworks, and today we've had a ridiculous amount of confirmation from various sources. Now, weirdly enough, the only person that hasn't confirmed this yet is Activision themselves, but a ton of really credible people have been talking about the topic of it being confirmed, and we're going to go through all of that and basically tell you why this is more likely than not we are definitely getting Call of Duty World War II. Just before we get into this, I want to gauge your interest in the ratings below. If you guys are excited that this year's Call of Duty is World War II, make sure to press that thumbs up button. If you'd rather it have been something different, like maybe another modern warfare game, or maybe even something more in the future, press that dislike button. Now, if you've been living under a rock recently, towards the weekend, there was a YouTuber called the Family Video Gamers, which got sent an email containing what appears to be Call of Duty 2017 marketing artwork, which appears to be concepts for final artwork. This includes posters as well as like hardened edition cases, and so far no one's been able to debunk if these images are from films such as Saving Private Ryan or Band of Brothers. This all looks like completely original artwork, and even down to the detailing on the logo, it's very similar to the text and colour of the Advanced Warfare logo, so you know they're getting some things right with what Sledghammer Games would do. Now, back in 2014, Michael Condrey, who's the studio head of Sledghammer, stated that he wanted to see another Call of Duty game set in World War II, and he said, "I think a next-gen game with the latest production values and robustness in a World War II setting like Band of Brothers would be amazing." That's a slight clue that he left us even as far as 3 years ago. Then in 2015, Activision Publishing CEO Eric Hirschberg said it's certainly possible that there would be another World War II Call of Duty game. And then we get to very recently, where Activision confirmed that this year's title is developed by Sledghammer and that it will take Call of Duty back to its roots. And that brings us to these promotional images. Now, of course, a lot of us were pretty quick to jump on these and thinking that these were real, but there was always a little bit of doubt. But more things have trickled out over the course of the last few days, stuff involving items such as the new control freaks, which I made a video of, which is quite clearly linked to World War II, especially with the fact that the control freak icon themselves is the US Army logo for World War II. Now we move on to yesterday, where a notorious insider within the industry called Shinobi602 on Twitter, who's notorious for getting and predicting a lot of things such as game releases, game titles, announcements, etc., has a track record for being completely correct on Call of Duty for the last couple of years. He correctly predicted that Treyarch's game was going to be based in the future, it had wall running and multiplayer, and it had cybernetic enhancements, which he was correct. And last year he predicted that Call of Duty was going to be set in space and it was going to be miles ahead in the future of what Black Ops 3 was, and again he was correct. He didn't go into much detail, but he tweeted out this: "Since I've been asked about Call of Duty dozens of times and it's already out there, honestly," with a gif of Clint Eastwood nodding, which pretty much says, yes, it is real. Now someone asks, is this leak real? And he goes, "I've never seen the artwork, I'm only referring to the setting." So that means that the game may not necessarily be called Call of Duty World War II, it might be, but he's just saying he's never seen that artwork. But at least that confirms that, at least for the setting of this game, it is definitely World War II. Now since that tweet, we move on to today, and Charlie Intel, the great guys over there, done an original post about the artwork. They've updated that post, which with IGN, Kotaku and EuroGamer have all posted separate articles stating that sources have confirmed to them that this year's Call of Duty game is called Call of Duty World War II. On EuroGamer's article, it's titled "Sources, this year's COD is called Call of Duty World War II," and they don't say anything besides "this year's Call of Duty title is called World War II, sources have confirmed to EuroGamer." IGN's article states seemingly leaked marketing materials appear to indicate that Sledghammer Games' 2017 installment development will be subtitled World War II, something IGN sources have also indicated. And Kotaku's article starts off saying EuroGamer sources have confirmed that a series of images leaked last week via YouTube are referencing this year's entry in the long-running series Call of Duty World War II. Now, we have no idea what sources these websites are using to confirm the information, but if Kotaku, IGN and EuroGamer have made full-blown statement articles that this is happening, then that gives me more reason for it to be a believable thing rather than them to be lying. And especially with Shinobi and his 10 out of 10 track record, it is pretty much confirmed, apart from Activision themselves officially saying that this year's game is definitely going to be World War II. So I guess all we have to do now is wait. Now, Activision are releasing two massive games this year, Call of Duty and Destiny 2. They've just revealed Destiny 2 with its first image, so it won't be too long before maybe we get the same for Call of Duty. If they follow what they did for Black Ops 3, there's going to be a ton of teasing before we get the actual reveal trailer, but since everything's kind of blown out the water a bit too early, they might have to switch up and maybe reveal it a little bit earlier, so we could expect the trailer within the next few weeks. Either way, I am extremely excited because with the prospect of World War II, we have a fantastic campaign on our hands, the multiplayer is going to be incredible, and if we have zombies, this may take us back to the classic Nazi zombies. Now, of course, that's Treyarch's property, and hopefully they don't go and just blitz the whole thing up, but it's been a long time since we've had that traditional Nazi zombies, and if we did have zombies in this, they need to do Nazi zombies. It would just be so damn amazing. Let me know down below in the comment section right now, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking, my friends? It is pretty much confirmed at this point that World War II is this year's Call of Duty game. Sledghammer are going to be bringing Call of Duty back to its roots, and I cannot wait to hear more and see more, because I feel for the first time in a really long time, the entire gaming community, let alone just Call of Duty, are going to be so excited for this year's game. If you want to make sure you don't miss any updates and news on when this is revealed and everything about it, including its multiplayer campaign and whatever the co-op mode ends up being, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. You'll be one of the first in the world to see my videos. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm super excited. Hope you guys are too, and I'll catch you on another video very, very soon.